Lace up the shoes, taste W's, play the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Yeah. Went up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get you.
Thanks, Coach. A bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Chicago Bears. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, set. 10-2 start.
And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Get it.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Check hot route. Hot.
Pilot, 64, weak.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Coming. Check 37.
Now.
From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Gold maybe not blessed with the strongest leg in the league, but he might be the most accurate. 2 for 2 from 50-plus a year ago, and he converts another one here.
Yeah, you don't want to play horse with Robbie Gold as a kicker. That guy can maneuver a football with his foot.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. Play action. It's Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Let's go. 60 or X3, 218, chopper. Go.
On first down, it's Gurley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You better be ready.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Set. 70, Indy.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Topper.
55,
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. He may try and run for this. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He completes it to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
We go, 8-3. You draw quarter.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Mike, 55. Cut.
Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Ready. 61. Come on, 45. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check. Check. Shift. Watch the shift. That's it. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ready, 18 Gators. 26 Mike. Switch. Go.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. The 30, past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Quick six. That's what they call us.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Echo. 26 Mike.
Jones now on first down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Check mark 45. Silver. 45's the mark. Let's go one more.
From the 17, Jackson being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
It's our time. It's our time. Kill.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Check mark 45. Check mark 45. I got him. 45's the mark. Here we go. No.
Jackson from the shotgun. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
45. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school. Back.
Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And taken right on the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Go! Hey!
The 27-yard line.
26!
Here's Jones throwing on first down. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Set up. 60 or 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Check 3.
Yep.
26, Mike. 26.
Be grip.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's get off the field.
Hey, Haywood. Yes.
You got tight right there.
Throwing on second down. Jones. It's complete. It's Miller. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 99.
61. Matchbox lights.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Man out. Check out.
Now.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Daniel Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Pilot, 64, weak. 2.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He finds Robinson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
Bears 16.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Cowboys now, they've opened things up in that one. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Check pass. Shit. Hey, check Mike 45. Hey, here I come. Set up.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
16.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
X3, 218, chop it.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson operating from the gun. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Let's get that ball right here. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 4, check 4.
6-6, pull it high.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Bring it. Bring it.
5.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold with the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Watch the curve, watch the curve.
Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Check, check. Hey, check Mike 45.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. I can't believe they let you play.
On 1st down, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Okay,
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Protein spill.
Don't get nervous. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Get it.
Throwing again, Jones. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Jones now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Big difference.
23 yards on the play.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
What screen? 36.
Greystone, travel.
26 Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
26 Mike.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Recon, 132 fighter.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Shoot.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
60 or.
49, check 49.
Go. Go.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 27-yard line.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
55. Right there in the middle. Go.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
64,
Big stop, let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Let's go.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Ready?
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2?
Chopper!
26 Mike.
Get it.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Second down 6 at the 37-yard line.
Check 31, check 31.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way. That's an excellent run right there on 2nd and long. Didn't get back all of it, but a huge chunk. Now they're in 3rd and manageable and back on schedule and trying to pick up a 1st down.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He'll want it. Switch. Switch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Check it back. Check it back.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey, Alpha! Yo, go!
Motion out of the backfield. 26 minutes.
Back to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Ready! 50, plant.
You. Kill.
80 weapons.
26 months.
Now.
Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Jones has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Daniel Jones, 32 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Gold able to tack on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he'll be out right at the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Watch the screen. Pass. 25. Check 25. Go.
Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. This time, Jackson will throw it. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. And that is Complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Elsewhere, they're into the fourth at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And it's a big-time advantage for the Browns. They just scored again, pouring it on. A win would be their second on the young season. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more